Hello there. I've got a story to tell today. I was viciously attacked by a crazy animal when I left the hairdressers today. And it was amazing. So there's this, my hairdressers is located right next to the canal basin. So there are canal boats or long boats, narrow boats, moored there. And on one of the boats, just realized that my captions aren't working. So yeah, on one of the boats was this dog. My caption's working now? Yes. All right. Just a trim to get it back into shape, and I had some different colors put in today. I went for pink and purple instead of blue and purple. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is that there was this dog on a boat, and on my way into the hairdressers, this dog popped its head out of the canal boat and smiled at us, and I was like, oh, hello kitty. And then you know, obviously I didn't really think much of it. It's a dog. I said hello. Let's move on. And then I had my hair cut, colored, dried, and I was leaving, and I walked past the same boat, and the dog was still there. And obviously I said hello again. This time, the doggo popped off of the boat, came up to me for scritches. This dog knew. Hi, Matherius. Yeah, this dog knew that I was gonna be an okay person for scritches, and I'm a dog person, you guys, so I gave it the scritches. It was really cute. Puppies do always know. I don't know why I'm still eating this. This is horrible. Ah. I'm going to stop eating that. That is not pleasant.
Ho ho, I sense trouble. Womp womp.
Womp womp. So hey Doc, hey Matherius, hey Rixie. How are you guys all doing today? I don't know why I was still eating that. I took one bite and I went, oh, that's horrible. And then I continued to eat it. Why? Why do I do that to myself? Okay, Rixie. You did okay? Just grabbing some noms before doing some work out in the yard? Ooh. What you doing today? Masochism? Because otherwise it's labeled horrible. It's supposed to be cookie dough, but I guess when you buy cookie dough that you have to warm up yourself, it's just not the same as buying it from like Pizza Hut. Ah, okay. Anyway, let's get on with the game. So I'm gonna go down this route. This door here. Nothing's gonna change between these ones, so I'm just gonna do this. And then I think I want to go down this one. Because this ending is one stop shorter than the others. Actually, do I want to go down? And this one's further down. Yeah, so I think what I want to do is this ending first. then this one, then this one, and then this one. I think this one might be the escape. So, yeah, but I just want to unlock everything because I am like that. So last time we took door number 7.
We can't let his sacrifice go to waste.
Okay.
Right?
I can't remember whose sacrifice this was.
Like you even mean that.
You say something?
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, but we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going in what door.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's true.
So I want to take door number 8 because
Enough of this screwing around. Let's decide.
I think
You
that's...
first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door number 8. It's the same number as my bracelet number.
Got it. You're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want?
I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
What? What did you just say?
I took 7 last
Who,
time.
me? I didn't
So
say nothing.
8. I want 8 this time. And then 3 will be that item in the flow on its own over here. This will be 3.
Oh, you're gonna get it next time.
All right, who's next? Junpei, which door do you want?
Oh, it even graded out here. Okay, I want door number 8.
I think I'm gonna go with door 8.
Okay, 8 it is.
Yeah.
All right then. That means June's got to go through 7.
What? Why?
What?
If the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind, there are only 3 ways we can do it. Have 3, 5, and 8 go through 7, and 4, 6, and 7 go through 8. 4, 5, and 7 go through 7, and 3, 6, and 8 go through 8. Or 3, 6, and 7 go through 7, and 4, 5, and 8 get 8. There are no other combinations. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now?
Oh no. You're saying we aren't gonna see each other again for a long time.
I'm just really glad that the maths is done for me. Quite honestly, because my brain does not maths.
Hey, come on. You're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like when we went into the 4 and 5 doors, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere.
Why? What makes you think so?
If they don't, then neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible.
I mean, 7's right.
He's not gonna end this game until we get
Haven't
through
we
the 9
seen all
door.
of this?
Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise.
Yes. Promise?
You guys are done, right? Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 7 and Clover can take 8. Any problems with that, Clover?
Whatever.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
Are you ready?
Alright, so we've got a completely new door.
Yeah.
We don't know what's behind this
Okay.
door.
Then shall we go?
It's open.
Okay.
Hurry!
June.
Jumpy.
What the hell are you doing? "81 seconds left. Hurry!"
Ugh.
Jumpy is gonna get us killed again.
It stopped.
Pointless.
What an unpleasant girl.
What? Pointless? What's pointless?
I bet she's not very popular with the boys.
Maybe pairing these two together was a mistake.
Oh
Too late
boy.
now. I better catch up to them.
Oh, it's a dead end. There's a door on the left, though.
The
A
laboratory.
Huh.
Huh.
Oh, that doesn't sound very pleasant. I don't like the look of this place.
We've not even seen inside yet. It could be any kind of laboratory. It might be a good one.
Me either. But there aren't any other doors. It's not like we have a lot of choices.
Junpei,
Huh?
Uh-oh.
please, you first.
No, ladies first. I insist.
Ugh, fine. You know, I think the window looks into another room.
Yeah, don't say.
Maybe it's for monitoring something.
What the hell?
Looks so creepy.
Hold on a minute. In the indoor 7, there was a doctor's surgery. And we had to transplant body parts. This looks vaguely similar.
It's kind of like that doll is waiting for surgery.
This is a laboratory, right? I'd say it's more like it's waiting to be experimented on.
Ooh,
It's creepy either way. You don't think that thing's gonna suddenly sit up or something, do you?
I sure hope not, Lotus.
well, I don't know.
Just giving voice to my fears. That's cool, Lotus. That's cool.
I mean, look at all those cables sticking out of it.
So many cables.
If we press the wrong button, I don't know.
It might murder us.
Stop it. Just thinking about it is terrifying.
You mentioned it.
Wait, where's Clover? What is she? Are you okay?
What are you talking about?
What? I'm just worried about you. You've been real quiet.
What? I can't be quiet if I want to?
Well, I mean, of course you can. I just...
Okay then. If I can be quiet if I want, just leave me alone, okay?
Come on, you know I can't do that. We gotta work together.
Junpei, you just don't get it! My brother's not the kind of person who'd just leave me behind! Something happened to him!
I still can't believe you're both related. I'm just saying.
Something bad.
Yeah,
Did it?
What happened?
Look, just don't bother me, okay? Leave me alone.
Hey, wait, Clover! Hold on! That way is...
I told you to leave me alone! Clover, watch out above you! What the heck? What's going on here?
I really wish he had some, situational awareness. That would be nice.
Hang on. I'll get it open.
Oh, for crying out. You'll never do it on your own.
Damn it! It's not moving.
Wait! Are you gonna give up? Just like that?
No, I'm not giving up. This has got to be another one of Zero's puzzles.
If it is, then there's gotta be a way to open it.
Just what I was thinking. Now all we gotta do is find it.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus and I can look around out here. Clover, you're gonna have to see if you can find anything in there.
Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Alright, so we don't have access to in there, but we can probably tell Clover what to do in there. It's time to duel! Absolutely. Do something, please. Alright, silver handrail. Is this like an examination table? creepy mannequin in here, guys. Yeah, no shit. What's over there? Don't know what kind of table this is, but part of it's all black. There's a pen lying over here. I think someone probably used it to make the table black. They only used the pen on one part of it. There's probably something underneath that pen. Clover, do you think you could erase it? Oh, I thought they were about to launch a Yu-Gi-Oh drop. Stick the pen up your nose, Clover. I can't get in there, but Clover is, so maybe she can stick the pen up her nose. This is a permanent marker. Do you know how to erase ink from a permanent marker? I sure do. You rub it more with permanent marker. Because the way permanent marker works is that it's slightly acidic. And the only way to erase permanent marker is to use permanent marker over the top of it, and then whilst it's still wet, wipe it off. Erase ink from a permanent marker, huh? Give me just a minute. I'll be right back. How else can you do it? I think you can do it like nail polish remover as well. What's that? I think this is a monitor for whatever experiment they were running here. A bunch of stuff on here like resistance value and oh no. This isn't the Milgram experiment, is it? Power's off, so there's nothing on it right now. Wonder what this is. Looks like a voltmeter. This is the control for that? There's so many dials. Why don't you try turning one of them? Nope, nothing. There's no power here. Turn the dial a whole bunch, but if I turn all the switches on, nothing happens. Okay. Wonder what they washed here. Their hands, probably. There are these weird colored stains all over the sink. Okay. Those are the stairs I just came down. The bars and the gate are just above me. Okay. Looks like it's time to Frankenstein that robo mannequin. Maybe. It's a rack. There are a bunch of cables on it. You can remove permanent marker with non-permanent marker. You can do it with that as well, yeah. Bunch of cables on it. Somebody cut the outer stuff off the cables. I can see the wires inside. Okay. So they stripped the cables. Drain for water. Nothing here. Okay. Looks like the control for an electronic door lock. Red light on the display, that means it's locked. We can get that light to turn green. We can get Clover back. This door is the exit. The door on the right just goes into the laboratory. This door isn't going anywhere. No dice. It won't open. Miss Wonder off to do the stuff and things. I'll catch you later if you still hard. Okay, Doc. Have a good look. Get your stuff and things done. That's about as much as I expected. I don't think Zero would let us out of the room quite that easily. No. Okay, what have we got? We got a clock. That is 25 minutes past 12. Let's stop moving. Clock may stop, but time goes on. No time to screw around. We need to figure out a way out of here. Okay. Lots of stuff here. I don't know how we could use any of these. I can say for sure that I don't know how to use at least one of these things. Oh, you do know how to use at least one of these things. Which one? One on top. I think it's a power cable. Power cable, huh? I'll take that. 3-pronged power cable. Okay. Definitely a power cable. Do you remember we run into and didn't have power? Yeah, it's in the other room. Okay. We need a key. This is a keyhole. Key for the activation key. Okay. Doesn't appear to be doing that. I wonder how we're supposed to turn it on. Okay. 2 levers here. Do you think they activate something? Why don't you move them? I'll give it a try. Nope. It doesn't look like anything's happened. Okay. Doesn't have a power cable, so one of this cable needs to be connected to a monitor. The other needs to plug in under the desk. Let's just slip you in, huh? Well, shoot. I can't use this. What's wrong? This cable has 3 prongs, but the socket only has 2 holes. It's not gonna fit, is what I'm saying. In other words, we're gonna need a plug to change the power cable to one with 2 prongs. That's right. some reason you can only see the starting soon screen. That shouldn't be the case. Try refreshing. Let me just... Yeah, try refreshing, because my stream preview is showing up okay. Okay. Oh, hello there. Ethanol! Beautiful. We can get drunk. You'll have to restart the app? Okay. Lockers are a little larger than the ones on top. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And nope, nothing. Steel lockers, and on the right have little red lights on them, meaning they're locked. I'm guessing. Can't hurt to give them a try, but they're locked. Wonder if there's anything important in there. Clover, use this ethanol. Should be able to wipe off that permanent ink with that. You were listening, but was very confused. Oh. What am I gonna wipe with? Oh, well, your clothes, of course. Ha ha ha. Just kidding. Please don't look at me like that, you're scaring me. Could you wipe off that permanent ink? Look, Clover, right now at this moment, you're the only person we can depend on. I'm trusting you with this. You trust me. You lurk for now? Okay, enjoy your lurk. You trust me? I feel kind of special. Okay. I didn't even think a bullet could break it. Oh. Maybe can you use the cloth on the table? Use, soak it in ethanol and then use it to wash off all this stuff from the permanent marker, okay? So we gotta soak the cloth with ethanol. She's got the cloth, but she seems to be having a little trouble with a bottle of ethanol. When she's ready, I should ask her to get to work on that stuff on the table. Cloth and ethanol, and... Oh, you're back from the lock. Oh, okay. Jimpei, it's working. It's wiping the permanent ink off. There's some kind of weird drawing under all the permanent ink. What's the deal with that drawing Clover found? Maybe I should ask her to take another look at the table. I don't know what this is. There are a bunch of numbers in some kind of grid. Okay, hold on. I need my notepad now, don't I? You just on your first typing side? Fair enough. Okay. I can't see it from here. Clover, you've got a pen and a notebook, right? Could you write those numbers down and hand them to me through the bars? Okay. Okay. Here, I wrote down all the numbers from the desk on here. Paper with numbers on it required. The file screen? How do I access the file? I was so confused. File. Clover's note. Copied from the standard laboratory. 3 numbers written. Okay. Looks like a Sudoku. Two, 4, 1. Okay. Something sticking out of Mannequin's head, wires or something. What were they doing in here? Why is she all quiet now? They were doing experiments on humans. Welcome back, Rixie. They were probably doing experiments on humans. Oh man, now she looks sad. Okay. Oh, 3, 2, 4, 1. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. How are the power cables over there? Huh? What do you mean? Does the plug have 3 prongs or 2? I don't know what you're talking about. Let me go look. Yeah, she does have to kind of crash down to get a look into there. Cable on the monitor has 2 of those little metal things. What does that mean? That's it. Okay, can you unplug that cable and bring it over here? Okay, but... Well, I can unplug it, but it's connected to the main computer. I can't take it over to you. That's no good then. How about just the plug? What? The plug? Well, maybe like a connector? It's the sort of thing that makes a plug with the 3 metal thingies into a plug with 2 metal thingies. Oh, a converter? Still useless? Not useless, not useless at all. That's just what we were looking for. Okay. Hold on for a sec. And back down she goes. Alright, unplugged. Hand it to you over the bars, okay? Beautiful. Here you go. 2-prong plug. This is the 2-prong plug that we can use to convert the power cable from a 3 into a 2. Two-prong plug into the head of this power cable. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we are beginning to cook with gas, I guess. 2-prong power cable, and I'm pretty sure this will work. Just plug this thing into the monitor. That ought to do it. I like how she appears on screen and it looks like she's in a monitor. Alright, let's turn the power on. I don't think anything's gonna happen. Why not? It's not connected to the main computer. Never know until you try. Pretty optimistic.
Oh, that worked. What?
Eh? 27.3 seconds. Start.
Huh? It's running on its own?
27.3 seconds. What's gonna happen in 27.3 seconds, guys?
It certainly looks like it.
Isn't that kinda weird?
What?
Well, it's not connected to the main computer, right?
Oh, hi, Shadow.
There's just this keyboard and monitor. The only cable connected to this thing is the power cable we just plugged in. So, why is it working?
Maybe it's a wireless display.
A wireless display?
Is there such a thing?
Yes, it connects to your computer wirelessly, hence the name. Have you been living in a cave, Junpei?
Suppose there is such things, yeah.
Is that normal?
Yes, at least where I worked.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it stopped.
where did you work? I thought you were a dancer.
Pass with a colon.
Looks like we need to enter a password.
Again, there must be a hint around here somewhere.
Could you go take a look?
Yeah, I'm on it. What are you going to do?
I'll see if I can do something about this on my own.
On your own?
Yep, on my own.
She's really
Lotus?
mistrusting.
All right. Let's kick some ass.
Is she a hacker?
Wait, what?
Didn't expect that, did you?
Her hands are blurring.
Of course I didn't! You're typing so fast, I can't even see your fingers. Well, at any rate, you're pretty amazing.
Did you fall for me again?
I like her.
Whoa, 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 what do you mean again? I'm not into you.
I know. Don't be so stubborn, shy boy.
I really like her.
I am not being stubborn, I am not shy, and I am not a boy. I am a young, healthy, 21-year-old man.
Boy.
I'm not gonna fall for an old lady like you.
Oh! I'm hoping that the next sound effect that we hear is her slapping him.
Old lady. Did you just say old lady?
Well,
I've had enough of you. Go somewhere else. You're bothering me.
What?
Go see if you can find a password hint or something. I'll try and open this from here.
Hi, Jed.
You're distracting me. Go.
Fine, I guess I'll go.
We just called her old.
Nothing. No clues whatsoever. Clover didn't find anything useful in the laboratory either.
I mean, we've got that Sudoku
Damn.
type
Looks like we've
grid.
hit a dead end this time.
All right. Bullseye. Junpei, I did it.
She's in.
What? Let me see. What is that?
Oh. Hey, that kind of looks like the grid that Clover wrote down for us.
I don't have any idea. It just showed up after I cracked the password.
You think it's a puzzle?
I do think it's a puzzle.
Certainly looks like one.
So how are you guys today?
Aren't
You
gonna,
doing okay?
I don't know, do more computer stuff?
No, I can't do anymore. It won't let me do any more programming. See? The keyboard. Nothing. So, there's nothing more I can do. Well, I guess I'll leave this to you then, Junpei.
What?
What?
Let me take a break, all right? I did my part.
Well, I guess you're right. Thanks, Lotus.
No problem. And make sure you know when you should thank people.
You just made the worst possible cup of tea. Just slightly too milky, enough to taste, enough to justify making a fresh one. Oh no! How did that happen? God, I wish she was in. Little lady, you were busy.
Now, I better take care of this myself. No more relying on anyone
I've
else.
got the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. 2, 3, 4. I solved it. That was easy. Did you hear a noise just now? I did. It sounded like something unlocking. Where did it come from? I don't know. Oh. Look. The lights on the lockers are green. We must have unlocked it with the computer puzzle. What's in here? Keys. Can we take them? God. Is it more than... This one is small. Looks like it's some sort of machine. And this one has the Earth symbol on it. Oh, like, yeah, the ones on ADAC. If that's the case, we probably don't need the Earth key right now. Right then, Earth key. I'll just tuck you away deep in my pocket. Now as for the other key... I know where that goes.
Hey, Junpei, do you have a minute?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, never mind.
We'll make passwords puzzle. You are smart. You deserve it. I mean, could you? I suppose it wouldn't be that hard to program, but I don't see why cracking the code would have got us in.
Hey, hold on a minute. What does...
Sorry, just forget about it. It's nothing.
Are you sure
What the hell
about
was
that?
that?
Can I have you for a second? Oh, it's nothing. Bitch. I'm gonna help you out, you know. The shape sure makes it logic and hacking? Never. The shape sure makes it seem like it goes to this machine. Right, I'm turning it on. Monitor is on now, and it's full of letters. Showing some kind of warning. Power restore to experimental device. Emergency system will activate in the event of abnormal subject behavior. Uh-oh. What? Jippy, this thing in here is on now. That's because we activated the power over on this side. Could you play with it a little? Okay. I'll turn this dial here. I don't think it's working. Nothing happened. Maybe she missed something. I should ask her to look around the room again. I can lie on the exam table, bunch of electrodes sticking out of its head. It's a rack, cables. The scribbles from the table already. Maybe if you increase the voltage? Okay. I'm gonna go all the way to max voltage. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do, to be honest. Wait, Clover. Oh, shit. If that mannequin moves, I'm out. I think... Oh, the mannequin's head. It sounds like a fire alarm. What the hell? Fire detected, fire detected. The emergency system will be activated. Evacuate the room immediately. Pray, look at the light. It's green. I know. I made fire. The emergency system has activated to disable the lock. Now we can save Clover. Come on, kid. Jump. She's safe. Oh man, that smoke is some serious business. Time to close this door again, I think. Clover, are you okay? Are you hurt? Damn, she's coughing so hard she can't even talk. Of course I'm not alright. What the hell took you so long, you big jerk? I was almost dead! I really think you're overselling that. Yes, Bora. Is Giant is also fire starter? Absolutely. What, you guys haven't heard of forest fires? Wildfires? You two can do this later. Right now we need to get the hell out of here. Fire's not gonna stay in that room forever. So to get out of that, we needed to set a fire. Okay. Not something I
Whew, thank
thought
God we got out of there.
was gonna happen.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Damn, none of these open. They're all locked.
How about that one?
Let's hope this is the door with the prize.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? Santa! 7!
Hey, what are you guys doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys, could you come take a look at this?
Hey, on the wall.
Another map!
A map of the ship's interior?
Yay.
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said?
Then why were you so shocked to have seen us?
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the Nonary game works.
Wait a sec. This leads to...
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
What's a pirate's favorite
Alright,
letter?
right.
Which way around are you gonna tell this? Because I've heard it both ways. The first line is something like, you think it'd be R, but his first love be the sea or something like that. I think that's the way I prefer that joke ending.
We're back. In the hospital room.
Yay.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying. The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8.
Yeah.
You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory.
Yeah.
And then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors.
Yeah.
At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism.
Do you?
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place. We found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room.
Oh, we found the
Here.
Earth key.
Whoa.
Nice catch.
Jeez. I see. So this is Jupiter.
I'm gonna let you hold on to that, alright?
Yeah, on it.
So, how many unused keys do we have now?
There's the Earth key we found in the laboratory. The Saturn key card we found in the kitchen.
I just want to check this, because I don't think... Yeah, we don't need to go through that again. So... 1, 6, and 2 doors. 6 door. So that's gonna be 1 and gonna be 2, right? We don't need to go through all the story again.
All right, 7 pieces. Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
So, fun fact, the origin of the term matey is from Matelot, which was basically... legal what? Do you mean marriage? Because I know pirates were gay. Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery. All right, let's open these up. The first one says...
Yeah, because they were together the whole time. They would do everything in pairs, so they basically just got married. hence, matey.
Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
Because you want to be by yourself.
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute.
So to make sure they had next of care, but also just a lot of gay marriages. Yeah, there was a lot of gay marriages on pirate ships.
There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not good.
Yeah.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
So there were a bunch of people got together to do illegal things. They started questioning the other legal things. Yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Let's go with door 1.
My choice is door 1.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready, and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Nah, I'm just smarter than you.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
That's 4, 5, and 1. Which is 10. 10
Our only
makes
problem
1.
is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Yeah, and you guys add up to 9.
Lotus and I want door 2.
And you guys add up to 15.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well, I am...
Pig. You just wait and see. Calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what 7 said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the Nonary game works.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
Then here we go. It's just as Santa and Lotus said. A numbered door.
There's the red. I'll go
Maylock
first.
had nothing to do with the word. It was like word for fresh for sailors. So was another word for sailors. I remember reading that they did get, like, because they did everything on 2s, that they usually ended up in, like, at least gay relationships. Whether that stemmed from matey. Was it a friendship, but they altered the meaning? It is a French logo, so I can see why you think it was gay. Wow, Shadow. Insulting the French, and they're not even here to defend themselves.
Now the 2 of you, if you would. Now, are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah.
Anytime.
Very well then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
The French can defend themselves. Oh. I see
And
we've
it's
got
open. Move it.
the French bashing session in chat today. Say what you want, they make damn good bread.
Where is it? There it is. Over there.
They still make damn good bread. French patisseries or boulangeries. The best. The best. I will take no substitute.
It stopped.
Yes, it did. Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
German bread is okay. The French bread.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Okay, but Italian bread? Like ciabatta? Like proper Italian ciabatta in Italy? Beautiful. But French bread. From a French boulangerie? Man, I miss traveling. Guys, can we go on like a bread food tour around Europe? And just test all the different breads? Light fluffy ciabatta is way better than French breads. Is that just because it's French?
I agree.
Now then. There's another door. Let's try opening it. So, this is the wheelhouse? Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay, I will.
All right then, let's get started.
No, just because ciabatta is great. I mean, it's nice. It's not my favorite bread. The chat room. Okay, so we're gonna go look over here first. I think this is a nautical chat. There's this line on it here. I think the line is the route the ship is supposed to take. There are these dots all over the map. Oh, those are probably ports. Like for a boat to stop at. Looks like the lines connect the dots. Okay. Chair. Clover isn't talking much. I guess that's understandable. She's been through a lot. It's more surprising she's still together enough to talk at all. We check every single one. Left drawers, let's have a look. Nothing. Middle. Oh, we got a pocket watch. There's a pocket watch. She sure hasn't been saying much, and she just keeps looking at the floor. She seems kind of sad. Oh yeah, her brother is missing, presumed dead.
Watch. Might I take a look at it?
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
No.
Well, not a problem, but...
Oh, I see. Of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
He thinks he walked in on us putting the moves on Clover. Did he just pat us on the back?
Ow. Ah, what the hell? Ah, my head.
Oh no.
Yes. There was something I wanted to check, if you don't mind.
Did he just drug us?
Yeah? What's that?
Pardon me.
Or did he pat us on the head really hard?
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Whoa, what are you putting your hand in my pocket for? Stop!
Just as I thought. You switched them, didn't you, when we voted?
Oh. I thought he was about to drug us and stab us again. I don't trust this man.
Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then, why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
just petted us again.
Damn.
The fuck was that about? Did he also take the keys out of our pockets? Shelves are lined with books. I see what's in this blue one. Something written on it. Ship's log. Huh. New material has been added to the file screen. I would like to read that, please and thank you. Ship's log found in the chat room. The following is written on the last page. We leave soon for a new journey across the sea. After leaving port, we headed south and west. We turned southwest to steer around the continent, and then proceeded northwest. We made port, then changed our heading to east for a time, and are now heading due north. Soon we will dock in the UK, the homeland of this vessel. Okay. Nothing in the right drawer. Okay. Map. It's got the Atlantic Ocean in the middle. Hey, Junpei. What do you think these red things are? They look like pins. Turf Island? What do you think they're for? Who knows? What do you mean, who knows? Come on, be serious. Yeah? I don't know what they mean. I don't like any hints or clues or something. Yeah, let's see if they match up. World map with the ocean Atlantic in the center. Number of Reptian being. Well, this nautical chart I picked up earlier has a map like this one. Maybe one of them matches up to the pins or something. Let's see. You know. Looks like this one's a match to the pins. So we got 7 locations connected by straight lines, and each one has a word next to it. Probably the speed. Directions of south. Oh, hold on. Full speed, half speed, slow. Full speed, half speed. Dead? Dead? Okay. Dead stop? Okay, let's go and look in here before we touch anything. This isn't good. So many drawers, but nothing inside of them. Compass. It appears to be broken, however. See, the glass cover has been smashed to pieces. Finally, the sweet relief of death. I mean, dead and stopped were both in separate boxes. Steering wheel might be more appropriate term. Okay. Oh, I see where you wanted to see that stopwatch now. Okay. Or pocket watch. Some kind of display? A little like an electronic scoreboard. I imagine it was added recently. Okay. Compass? What destiny does it point us to? Really hope you don't think that sounded cool. Oh, no! We upset him by saying he didn't sound cool. Oh, okay. Here we go. Dead slow and stop. So this is backwards on this side, as down, and ahead forwards. Wooden bulb circular holes in. Okay. Just like the other one, metal plates bolted over the windows. Not just bolted, it looks like they've been welded on. No way in hell are we gonna get those off anytime soon. Okay. A human hammer. They're often used to subdue large men like Seven. What? That was a joke. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Ace, you really kind of suck at making jokes. Oh no, don't make him sad. He'll just stab us more. That was rather cruel. Okay, I suppose you could call it a helm. Steering wheel might be more accurate, however. Well polished steering wheel. Looks like it still moves. Okay. Why is that two? Well, we can get in here, so why the fuck not? Some sort of lock? Got a weird shaped indentation on it. Maybe... looks like the pocket watch would fit here. Nothing. Imagine the pocket watch is intended to go in there. However, we may need to do something with the watch first. Okay. Get back in here. Can I click on that? Wooden box. Maybe a case for letters? Hey Clover, you ever write letters? Nothing. She's not talking to us. Okay. Boop the what? Oh god. How do I open the menu to... How do I open the menu? Why? There we go. 5 minutes, 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. I wonder if it's broken. I don't feel anything moving when I fiddle with the dial here. Looks like I can move the hands manually though. Okay. Nautical chart matches up to these pens. Don't think I need to spend any more time with this map. Okay. Oops, wrong door. An engine order telegraph. They use this on old ships to adjust the speed of the ship. Like the gear shift in a car. It's kind of a little different. This device doesn't connect directly to the engine. In short, it's a transmitter. Navigation officer uses it to set the speed of the ship, and it sends a signal to the engine. There's a handle on top of it, which can be moved back and forth to... Hold on. Huh? There's no handle. You're right. There isn't. Looks as though it was deliberately removed. Okay, so we need to find a handle. Looks like the steering wheel moves. So it would seem. I noticed something else as well. What's that? When you move this wheel, the compass also moves. What do you mean? The ship? It's moving. Tricked you, didn't I? The wheel and the compass must be connected to one another somehow. Do you think it's important? Let's try turning it again. Okay, so south and west? Does that just mean southwest? And we went southwest, then northwest. Made port, changed our heading to east, and now heading north. Okay. Oh, I see. South, west, southwest, northwest, east, north. Full half slow, full half dead slow, stop. So, hold on. South, full. Then west, half. And southwest, slow. Northwest, full. East, half. North, dead, stop. Okay. But we need to be able to get the lever? Am I given it any other indication of a time? Okay, so what if we... Okay, so what I want to go is south. And west. And southwest. Northwest. East. North. What the? The handle came off. Eh. Stooping so low, are you zero? I got a handle. Handle that came off the steering wheel. A handle. You can put on this. Sure hope this handle fits. Yes, it fits. Excellent. That should allow us. That's a handle? Yeah. There's nobody like. You know, I was thinking it. I just wasn't gonna say it, but considering you said it, I think I'm allowed. That should allow us to operate the engine order telegraph. Let's give it a shot. Okay. So we want full. Half. Slow. Full. Half. Dead. Stop. Huh? That's weird. I thought I put in the right speed. Did I mess up? No, I don't think so. Look. Something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Yeah, you're right. Let's check it out. Cork to El Paso. Rostock to... Love? Something I can't really make out a lot of that. Something on the wall looks like an arrival board. Whole bunch of words on the left side of the display. How is this? Names of ports across the world. Imagine it's showing us the ship's route. You know, just like the ones you might see at an airport. Departing XX carrier XX flight XX at XX o'clock. Like that. Oh, I get it. Does look like those are the names of all the ports along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it though. Terminal last line, right? Oh, I hadn't even noticed that. 10 seconds past 3. Perhaps the arrival time? Oh. 10 seconds past 3. Oops. Nope. Y is item. Hands have stopped at 5 minutes 39 seconds past 10. Could move the hands, however. Yeah. Now sign says 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Must be estimated time of arrival at the final port. Perhaps. What's he doing? Excuse me, Junpei? You just took my pocket watch! Hey! Come on now. Just trust me. Should be fine now. Well, thanks for giving me the pocket watch back, but you don't need to look so smug about it. Let's see what it— oh, he moved her hands. 10 seconds past 3. I see you changed it to match the final arrival time. Ace nodded slowly. You know what to do next, right? Give it a shot. Now I'm gonna put it on the door. Yay! It says open now. You're what? Seems you were successful. Well done, Junpei. Hey, Clover! What? Look, we've unlocked the door. Now we can get out of this room. Oh. Let's go then. She's being moody. You found it! Yay!
Oh, a hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one. This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I kind of do want to check out the...
Wow.
Oh. Okay. Do you just want to check this out though? And see. Okay, I am on the right path. Okay. This here, the room that we're in, probably yet another escape, and then we've got a choice to make. Okay.
Well, these machines are weird. I've never seen any of them before. Huh?
They kind of look like pressure stuff.
Wait, this one is...
Ah, yes. A telegraph key.
Oh, yeah.
These were used to transmit
That's
Morse code a
recognizable.
long time ago.
Beep, 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 beep.
This must be the communication office.
And that door?
Captain's
Captain's
quarters.
quarters. Huh.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
There's a dead man in here. But is he really dead?
Not again. Damn. No, wait. We didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive. No pulse.
That is a creepy face. But he has a watch.
Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
What number is on the watch?
These wounds. I wonder what killed him. It must have been this. These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero? Bracelet Zero.
No way. That's not Zero. I can't accept that.
Junpei.
That seems too obvious to be Zero.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if I accept that that's Zero. Zero must have been a much younger man so that he could, you know, kidnap the crap out of us. Blood on the chair? You think this was the dead guy's? Yeah, probably. Is that a window? Camcorder? Looks like it's pointed at the door. Power's on? Why would someone want to videotape a door? I think there's kind of camera records to a hard drive. Doesn't look like this one's recording anything. What do you mean? It should send whatever it sees to something else. What does it see? The door? Means it's looking at that. That's the exit. Don't even really have to try this one to know that it's locked. So we go through that door and we're gonna get watched. Oh, a music box. One of those old music boxes. How about we wind it up? Why did that sound like it was reversed? Why does it sound like that? Is it broken? The pins on the cylinder are shaped all weird. I don't think those are the pins. It looks like someone put something else on top of that. I think we're gonna have to take it apart to figure out what's going on. Don't you? Okay. Actually, you're right. We do have a Morse transmitter. It's a lamp, but it doesn't turn on. I didn't think there's anything special about it. Okay. Small table. A bed. Nothing in it. Okay. Are we just not allowed to, like, examine the dead guy? Look like batteries. There's a cable running from them to the monitor. Screen what's showing at the central staircase on B deck. Shows what's going on in a small room somewhere that I don't recognize. This room on the screen looks really fancy. Just some random hallway on this one. Oh, that's the one with the puzzle. With that picture puzzle that we did in the last stream. There's the hospital room. Central staircase C deck. Don't recognize the room on this one. Okay. Bunch of weird buttons on here. They probably switch what you see on the screens. Know how to work this thing? Why don't we just press one of these? Like this one. Well, I guess it does change the screens. What the hell is this? Nothing on the monitor, just static. It looks like words! Isn't the door on that screen the one that's right behind us? You're right. So whatever the camera sees is sent to this screen in real time. I wonder if that means something.
Huh. Z-E-R-O, huh?
It's like he's making fun of us.
What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
Heck no.
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right.
I know it's important to figure out who this guy is, but don't you think we should figure out how to get out of here first?
But...
Please, I don't want to waste any more time.
All right, sure thing.
Yeah, Zero is one of us. Alright, can we look in the drawer? What's the deal with this? Some kind of code? 4 rows of numbers and letters. They all start with 0 and end with 8, F, N, or V, respectively. Maybe it's something to do with number bases. Oh no. Oh, not another weird counting system. Nah. Guys. Okay, that's the hexadecimal one. Just get rid of that. Was it that one? No. Ten in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal. Therefore, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, etc., etc. This chart shows the rules for each numeral system. Your internet died again? Oh no. What has the technician said? So I need a new page. Okay. So 1 through to 8, that's just 1 through to 8. Oh, sorry, 0 through to 8. 0 through to F equals 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 0 to 15. 0 to M. Run a ping prompt to check the issue. Yeah, you said that. I assume that that's what you were doing yesterday? Okay, so through to N is, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, so that's 23. And 0 through to E equals, that's 20. Am I right about that? Hold on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Can't run a specific ping prompt when I don't have the internet. True. True. Why do I have this? Can I tick this again? It's one of those things that switches what's on the screen. See if I'm going to flip one of the switches again. Nothing. Doesn't work anymore. Okay. Snail mail the ping. Genius. Old telegraph machine. I'll be honest, I have no idea how it works. Small screwdrivers. Set of small screwdrivers. Perhaps we can use them to dismantle small devices. The screwdriver ought to make short work of this music box. Okay, so we got the cylinder. Cylinder for a music box. Number of pins, some pieces of metal that look rather like fans attached to it. Okay. Ink. Bottle of ink. Filled with ink. Kevin has Bando called them again on Monday since they apparently don't have technicians working on weekends. That's bullshit. It is bullshit that they don't have technicians working on the weekends. Considering that's the time when the most people's using the internet. Looks as though that drawer is the only thing that's locked. I don't see a keyhole though. An electronic lock, perhaps. Take a look at the left side of the drawer. Some cables over there. That must mean it's connected to this. Early telecommunication device. Most likely used to transmit a radio signal of some sort. I experimented with it earlier, but to no avail. I imagine it's broken. Okay, what about these? What is this? Blank. Nothing written on it. Are we sure it's blank? Oops. White piece of paper. It's blank. Okay. I have headphones on the desk. Telegraph key, machine for transmitting Morse code. Tried sending an SOS earlier, but I doubt that did it. I know what I have to do. I'm just not sure if it actually transmits anything outside the ship. Okay. Guess I'll put the ink in the cylinder. Roll the cylinder across a piece of paper. From right, the ink shed. The only reason that I thought of this, the only reason is because I was like, okay, the cylinder clearly has something to do with Morse code, right? I kind of filed that away in the back of my head somewhere. And the only reason I thought to use the ink and the piece of paper on it was because of National Treasure. The Nick Cage film, where he, like, wipes his blood on the barrel of a antique smoking pipe and creates a pattern from it. I can't remember if that was National Treasure 1 or National Treasure 2. I think it was 1. But yeah. We now have Morse code. Got the Morse code I'm supposed to enter. If I do this right, something will happen. I hope. Alright, let's give this a shot. Also, I can't read or understand Morse code. I know that I think I know what SOS is, but it's been a while, so I might be wrong. That's the last one, and yes. Excellent work, Junpei. Good job. You seem to have figured it out. You've unlocked the drawer.
Oh, it looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE. But isn't it supposed to say all ice? This doesn't have a space between the L and the I. Are they saying that ALLICE is a single word? What the hell is this?
Why is it in hieroglyphs?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course.
That's a lie.
I can't. What would make you think I could?
What the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library then.
Can we keep the book? There might be a translation book in the library.
Is the bottom deck a library? Anyway, whatever.
It's a
It's gonna
mail
have to
card.
wait. I can't do anything right now.
There was something else in that drawer. New material has been added to the file screen. Wonderful. A unique key. Key with a leather case. It isn't metal. My guess would be ceramic. Have you found a keyhole that might fit it? No. Why would I? Maybe in here? So it's got a keyhole on bottom right. Maybe the key I got earlier. Sweet, I just have to put the key in. Now it's on. Junpei, look. There's a minus sign on the screen. There's 8 of them. That means you gotta put in 8 digits. 8? Oh, 8 digits, huh? Once I put in the 8-digit number, just press E to enter. If I mess up, I guess I press C. Alright, let's give it a shot. Alright. 0, 8, 15, 23, 31. What's the passcode? I'm pretty sure I've searched every part of this room by now. Oops. File. That's what I needed. Okay. Oh, Alice? Why is this spelled with one L there when it's two L's? Okay, never mind. Digital reboot. No. Okay. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Right? So it'd be 8, 15, 23, 31. Right? What am I missing? What am I missing? Zero. I'm losing my freaking marbles here. 31. No. 31, 23, 15, 8. They all start with 0 and I've got to add them up. In which case it would be 6, 5, 4, 0, 8, 0, 6, 0, 5, 0, 4. There used to be a door and I was going to throw it, so there's metal plates there though. And without the metal plate, the desk's in the way. Okay. Oh, the screen just shows the exit. I mean, it's just a door? 4 on the bottom just says 0. The exit. And those 4 letters. Maybe... Maybe I'm not looking for what's on the paper. maybe I'm looking for the letters that from 0. What would that be? Hold on. What would... No! Don't believe in me! I'm stupid! Hold on, can I... Needed to look at this again. Okay. There's no Z. So Z doesn't exist? It's a pattern. Gent to the rescue. He's tired of seeing me struggle. What would A be if it was the next number? It's 10. A is 10. It tells me A is 10. A is 10. I am adamant about this. Right? So I've been counting from 10 up to the end letters. What if it's not at the end letters? Maybe in the second line, I'm only supposed to go up to the E, which would be 14. That's what I'm thinking. What if... So it'll be 24 and 24, 25, 26, 27. So Z-E-R-O. E would be 14. R would be 27. O would be 24. V, X, Y, Z. So, hold on. V is 31. If V is 31, X 32, Y 33, and Z's 34. So shit. It'll be 35, not 34. W doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned. W is not a real letter. Alright, so let's try that. Okay. So 35, 14, 27, 24. Is 2 U's cuddling. My god. Why did it take me that long to figure that out? I fucking hate hexadecimals. Good job, Junpei. Thanks, Clover. Didn't see you doing anything. You seem to have unlocked it. Good work. Right, let's go. The real Zero is gonna go back to that room and rewind the footage on how many times it took me to open that fucking door, and it's gonna make him laugh.
Let's go.
It's gonna make him laugh himself to death. Alright, let's go.
That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper.
That wasn't Hex, that was base 36.
This is...
Told me it was Hex. The game told me. The game told me it's hexadecimal. And I hate it.
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
What's wrong?
I found a map for this floor.
Hex is up to 16. What happens after 16? The numbers just stop existing? I thought binary was zeros and ones. There are no twos in binary.
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
Where'd she go?
Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
The one effort hex is that I hate that even more.
Oh, this? This is... I wonder.
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta hurry.
Huh? Clover, what's that on your back? A stick? Hey, Clover! What the hell's that thing on your back? Is she ignoring me? For crying out loud.
What the fuck is going on with this kid? What? Ooh.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map. Ace, did he head down? Oh, there he is.
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them.
She's suddenly very
Jumpy,
talkative.
Clover!
What's up?
We found it!
Found what?
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay.
Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end.
Have we?
But something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there will be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you two doing? Hurry it up!
Let's go, Jumpy!
Yeah.
Hey, what about door 2?
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further.
Oh, is this the choice?
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the border pieces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go to door 9? And then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out.
Oh no. I know what she has in her pockets and what the stick is. She has at least one watch in her pocket that has 0 on it. The stick is the axe. And I have a feeling she chopped off the dead guy's hand to get the watch with 0 on it. I mean, I give props to her. I'd have done that. I wouldn't have kept it a secret, though. I'd be like, hey, look what I did. I can go anywhere. Oh, man. I don't know if I want to stay or go. I mean, I'm doing both, but still.
Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not
What do you
find
guys think?
anything.
Which way are we going first?
But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to you guys?
Yeah, you do have a point. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look.
You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2.
The elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who shall go then?
Let's see.
Me. I'm going.
Okay, so if number 4 is going.
Then June, 7, and I need to go with her.
Hey, why do you get to...
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Plus, if Clover kills you all, then we can say, I told you so, precisely.
Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now?
Fine.
All right, let's get going.
I'll see you later.
Okay, be careful.
She seems so
Lotus,
pushy about
would
this.
you be so kind as to go with me?
Go with you? Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to. I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though, I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
I like how she gets her thrills from making the men uncomfortable. Love it.
There's something I wanted to show you.
No! In the ending where we died, we found her dead body. I knew it. I knew it was Ace.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
No. Mm-mm.
Really?
Of course.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Thanks, Junpei.
I
Are
wanna,
you coming, Lotus?
I wanna go too. Yeah. Yeah. Let me show you. Oops, that's... Let me get there. Alright, so... This ending. Oops. This ending. Where I got stabbed. And I died. And I didn't see who did it. But we found... Clover went missing. And we went looking for her. We all split up and we all went looking for her. And then we found Lotus's dead body. And as we were stood there in shock, we got stabbed and killed. And we didn't see who did it. So it's the bad end. And I'm just like, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Ace is gonna murder her again. I don't want her to die because he's a twat. Welcome back, Doc.
Fine.
He's being so secretive about this.
Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
Thank you.
I want to go
Well
with
then.
you.
Shall we go?
Take me with you.
They're so slow. And what's keeping Ace and Lotus?
He's gonna come back and he's gonna stab me again. Uh-oh. Eh?
Clover!
Oh.
I guess you're the first one back. Where's everybody else? What happened?
Where are Ace and Lotus?
Ace is currently stabbing Lotus, or has already stabbed.
Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into that hallway.
He takes his time with the fourth. Yeah, he does. It has to be just right. Yeah, he's stabbing her. He's Zero. He has to be, right?
Oh, then they went over there?
Yeah, I think so. So where are June, Santa, and Seven? Why aren't they with you?
You really want to know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Here, let me show you.
Huh? Bracelets.
Oh my god, there's 2 murderers on this ship.
Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. No. No, 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 no way, no way. This has got to be some kind of joke. This can't be real. 3, 7, 6.
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from this ship.
Honestly, that would be more favorable right now, Doc.
2. More hardly, which is 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confine of the ship, or the backside of the mirror's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically.
But why?
Revenge for my brother.
Why is revenge in parentheses? What?
He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened that door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them.
But why? Why did you kill June?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
No. 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 No.
Hey, Junpei. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
What the hell are you talking about? To open a numbered door, you...
I think she got the idea when she saw the dead body in the last escape room that we were just in.
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people.
I worked out earlier that she took the watch and the axe. There was nothing I could do to stop this. Yeah. I imagine the spark hit her when she saw the watch and the axe. And then she decided to go and kill the others.
But as long as we have this...
That's... the 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This is... See? You get it now? If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. See? So let's go. Come on. Hurry up. Junpei. Junpei.
Clover.
Yeah?
Once you're out, just give her a double tap when she's not looking. I think she's about to double tap me. I'll be honest with you. I think she's about to double tap me.
Thanks, Junpei.
Oh, she took her wrist.
I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Wait, she was wearing heels this entire time? Bad end. Axe? Is the bad end the axe? It's Mango, of course she's wearing heels. Fair enough. Oh, achievement unlocked. Let me ask you a question. Saw the axe ending in 999. Yeah, I want to save. Am I trying all the bad ends? To be honest, I'm kind of glad that I'm getting the bad ends before the good ends. Some doofy kid orchestrating a mass murder sounds a bit bullshitty to me. You don't hesitate around the axe-wielding crazy person. You nod your head and don't annoy him by being indecisive. Precisely. Revenge was in parentheses, and I didn't actually get a choice here. So how do I unlock that? Revenge was in parentheses, which means that we've got to figure out what happened to Snake. And go through door 3. Yeah. Which means we got to go back here, go through this way. Right? Abby is playing a typical anime protagonist who has the situational awareness of a cow in the headlight of a freight train. The ending requires another ending first. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, so I kind of want to grab... Before I decide, I want to know, is this one the good ending? Is this the everyone lives ending? No, it can't be, because at this point Snake's already died. So technically I could go for this one. Alright, alright. Everyone lives? I don't think so. So we got that one. We've got this choice here. But I'm thinking we do these 3 here. And then come back, get that, and then we can continue doing that. I want everyone to live. I want Snake back. He's voiced by Tunners and Jaffe. He's my favorite. Abby started playing Danganronpa with the intent of saving everyone in the end. I am really sad that I couldn't save some people in that one.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sack, right?
Like you...
You say something?
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
Well,
You forgot. It's the same.
got it. You're next set.
What?
Snake
What did you
is
just
Clover's
say?
brother.
Who, me?
Oh, you...
He's voiced by
Alright,
Tunners and Jaffe.
I want to go through door number 3.
Nope, you can't.
Huh? Why?
Speaking of Danganronpa, do we have the... Yes, we do. Danganronpa 2 is finally on Game Pass. So after we've completed all the endings of this game, which hopefully I will do tonight, we will be moving on to Danganronpa 2 next week. I'm very much looking forward to it. I've tried to stay away from like seeing anything other than the title screen because I've of course had to hit install on Game Pass and that shows you images of the game. But yeah, I have tried to stay away from any spoilers and stuff. I did go back and watch the first game's anime, and the anime made me feel stupid because there's 3-hour sorry about that. There was a little family decision that I just had to make there. But like, there's an intelligent debuff everywhere. I know, but they did like a trial, a class trial, which took me over 3 hours to complete, and they finished it in like 22 minutes, and I'm like, I hate this. I wanted multiple episodes of the trial. The anime overrides your preconceived perceptions of all the characters. I know they only had so much time to do it, but yeah, it's... Honestly, I'm very much looking forward to next week. I've already decided what I'm gonna call the stream as well. I'm gonna go with Danganronpa 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'm very excited because I get to see what happened to Monokuma at the end. Why did Monokuma start acting by himself? There's no way I'd make it through the show if they dragged the trials out. I didn't want like more than 2 episodes of a trial. I just felt like they shortcut quite a lot out. That was my perception of it. Is that it felt really condensed. It felt like a bullet point list of the plot points that they went through. You think they answered that in 2 and not one of the spin-offs? Oh no, does it not get answered in 2? Damn it. I was really hoping it was.
Because it's impossible. If we split...
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us, there are 2 combinations that can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8.
I'm okay with going 3, 4, 5.
That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see. That means one team would get...
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3. Option A.
Watch a speedrun sometime and it's crazy fast how players blast through the trials. Oh no. Just assuming nothing gets explained, it's all loose ends just to mess with people. It's not. They do sequel bait to continue the franchise. They do.
Have 3, 5, and 8, and 4, 6. Option B. 4, 5, and 3, 6, and 8. Options 3, 6, and 4, 5. Those are the only 3 options. That's at least if we want to get all 6 of us out of it.
Wait. But that means 5 and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one.
There is a sort of explanation. I can't remember if it's spin-off manga, anime, or what. Oh no.
Have you mulled it over? Anyway, that's the deal. You've got 2 choices. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're gonna be leaving. So what are you gonna do? 7 or 8?
Sorry, Santa, but I still want to go through door 3.
What? That's nuts! You've got to be crazy!
No, I'm not crazy. We'll come back.
Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
Because if I don't go through it, Snake will die.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
I thought they dropped nuggets here and there throughout each series of manga.
That
Oh.
doesn't explain shit!
Do they?
I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me. I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
What? Why?
Please, just do it.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
7, 6 is 12, so that's 3.
Yep. I think I might have found another way out.
What?
What?
Really?
Now please, June.
Oh, okay.
All right. The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
7 and 6 is... I didn't say 7 and 6. I said... Oh wait, yeah I did. 7 and 6 is not 12. It's 13. My brain do not numbers. Problem is that they're sort of X-Files in themselves. They keep hyping up the mystery until it gets to a point where no explanation would fully do it justice.
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
Watch someone die because of math error.
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover. Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice. So I'm waiting.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us!
Oh no, is this the bad end where I am the bad guy?
And all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit? Huh. I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Not opportunities to figure out Lotus's
Why
persona.
the hell would you
God.
do something like this?
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June. That's it?
So, who's it going to be? Santa? Or Lotus and Clover?
Shit!
Let's go, Clover.
Huh? No.
Fuck!
No, wait!
Ah! This is insane! This isn't right!
Yeah, well, you may be right, but... Go.
No.
I wasn't expecting this to be the outcome.
You son
I'll
of
be
a
honest.
Bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair! Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough! We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
You looked
We
it
got
up?
less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Damn it. You and I are not done yet, bastard! Where the hell is it?
Over there! It's gotta be behind
Particular
the
plot
door!
thread at the end of Danganronpa is answered in the Ultra Despair Girls spinoff. Okay.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
No, wait. I found it. The dead's right over here. Ugh. What? The floor's slippery.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
There's something...
Get over there! Quick! Get to the dead!
So
There it
Foggy's
is.
down the line. Oh god. I don't like the fact it's covered in blood. And the floor was slippery. And we tripped over a potentially, probably, snake's body. It's set between 1 and 2, but came out after and doesn't have any major impact on playing too fast. Okay.
It stopped. It stopped.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the... What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
Oh, you're right. Oh, this is...
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here. Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
What?
Hey,
Oh, this is... Looks like an explosion.
Snake got exploded because he couldn't
like the knife
find
man.
the dead.
The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
That's when proof they need a dog.
it's definitely an open fracture.
Oh no.
The face is the worst.
An open fracture. Seriously, Junpei?
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
But the clothes are...
Is that... Snake?
Oh my god. Why did this happen?
No! 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 No!
Stop! Calm down. Hey!
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
It was Snake.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
LR?
Get me out of here! Please! Please! Just
No,
let me
Snake.
out!
June.
Who's Snake? Snake is
down.
Clover's brother.
No! Get off of me! Let me go! Let me
Please, calm down. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's going to be okay, Connie. I'll be here with you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Do you feel better?
Yes.
No? Why is June losing her shit? Is this the end that June snaps and kills people? Probably.
But I'd like to stay here. For a little while, at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
We better get to it.
Okay, so it's a shower room. So that was creepy, right? Yeah, that was creepy. Those letters written in blood. Oh, I didn't even see the second L. LLR. You think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake? No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You won't do anything after something like that happens to you. And this... The way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's. So you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago? Dog? Yeah. Okay. LLR. LLR. Ooh, bucket. Bucket! Tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy. All they give you was a spinning bucket like this? Nah, can we just leave that in the past? Okay.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
Oh, you just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was.
Don't you remember?
No.
You mean, you don't remember that summer either?
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that?
He says whilst not remembering
It was
anything.
terrible.
Oh, flashback? They were in the 6th grade. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. First thing he saw was blood. Hutch was filled with the dead bodies of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over.
Torturing animals is part of the homicidal triad. June, are you Zero?
You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were gonna catch the killer together.
June smiled, a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks. I don't think she should be laughing or smiling right now, considering.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's Akane Kuroshiki's face that night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
They never showed up, huh? June is 0. June killed those rabbits.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say it.
Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him, confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried. Because you were...
Because I was the killer, and you'd already caught me.
Because you were there with me.
She is totally 0, and this is all a plot just to get Junpei to speak to her. She blushed furiously.
Well, you know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the
I
subject.
was the only one who asked to do it at first.
Yeah, well, boys don't really want to bother with taking care of animals, you know?
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were going to make me do something else. You know how that school was. I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't going to tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Yeah, it is.
He nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He had asked to take care of the rabbits so that he could be near June. Can we just... Hold on a second. We're not alone in this room. We have 7 and 3 with us. But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know?
We are getting far too close to this girl.
We've got
She's
to figure
gonna
out a
murder
way
us.
out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded curtly, then turned and
I
walked
should
away.
get back to it myself. Ah! That's right. The pool of blood.
Junpei turned around and looked at the room. At Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing? Well, maybe it was
Can you even
because
call
we're
it
in
a
this mess.
corpse? I was under the assumption they were siblings. No. Finkel is Einhorn? What? Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from the death that it could find. Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before
I
him.
have to survive, no matter the cost.
It's a little better. You don't know, you don't know. I don't know.
I need to
Is
make
it a good
sure
thing
she
that I
gets
don't
out
know?
too.
He stared at the clumps of blackened flesh. All Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live. Broom! What are you doing with the broom? If you look at it real close, you can see it's got these lines cut in it that kind of spiral up the shaft. A broom. There's lines cut in that spiral up the shaft. Okay. Oh. Fine wall separates the toilets. Okay. Yeah. What do you think this is? Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. Has it got rifling? Maybe. I doubt just pouring some water on it's gonna help much either. What about hot water? Hot water? If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, maybe we could use that to wash it off. Okay, so now we know what the bucket's for, I guess. Water tank for a toilet. I've seen a lot of OC guys try and hide a piece in something like this. Usually for a 187 or something. Guess they think it's clever. Don't know when they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever too. Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC? Organized crime. What is that? Some kind of police slang? Huh? Probably. Huh? What do I say? Why does he look all sad now? It's not really important right now, guys. Let's just check it out, alright? He's not wasting any time. Ooh, a screwdriver. Flathead. Okay. Can unscrew things with this. Was there something we needed to unscrew somewhere? I don't think so. Not that I've seen. Nothing in the toilet. If it was, that would be gross. So, there might be something in the tank, you know? Let's open that shit up. Ooh. A red key card. It's a red key card. Probably a key card. Do you remember if you saw a card reader anywhere around here? Wait. Is the toilet paper the right way around? Yeah? Yeah, that's the right way around. Okay, good. It was the first thing that I clocked when I opened it. I already checked all 3 toilets. Nothing unusual there. Okay. Oh, there's a blue key card. Looks like there's something down there on the end of the grate. I think it's a card. It's a blue card. Can't reach it though. It's too deep. Okay, can we screwdriver this? Oh yeah. At least Zero isn't a savage. Hey Junpei, isn't this card kinda like the red card? Looks similar. Talking about the one we found in the toilet, right? Yeah. The red card floated, didn't it? Yeah, it did, so this blue one probably floats too, right? Float. Yeah, it might. Okay. Oops. Okay. Ooh, what this? Piece of paper ties to this pipe with a wire. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow. Water coming out of the shower head. Let's see if... Shit, that's hot. Really hot. And that water must be just about boiling. Okay. Use the shower head to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, 7, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head. Okay, sure thing. Bucket filled with hot water. Filled with water. Try not to spill it. It's heavy. Okay, okay. I'll carry it. Okay. Now we go back in here. Doop, 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 doop. Something looks like tar inside the toilet bowl. If I flush the hot water from the bucket, that should clean it. Yeah? I'm trying to! Why can I not use it? Oh, okay. You meant actually flush it. I thought you meant to, like, just spill the hot water on it. How do I flush it? some pipes that connected to the tank of the toilet. There we go. Just like a toilet should work. 185. 185 equals... That's 14. Which equals 5. All the dirt's gone. There's something written in there. The stuff's washed off. Looks like that right was numbers. 185 equals... Looks just like numbers. Okay. Wooden box. Something in here. Luminol! Some kind of spray bottle? There's something written on it. Lumin... I can't read anything else. Labels updated. Let me see that. You just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice. Oh, this is luminol. You know, forensics guys use it at crime scenes. The stuff that glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even if the blood's been wiped off, it'll still glow. Alright, toilet paper. Oh, hang on. So there's some kind of red symbols on it. You think that's a Skytail cipher? Huh? What the hell is that? Wrap a piece of paper around a stick and then write several sentences on it so that the whole paper is filled up. And you unwrap the paper and you can't tell what the original message was, right? That's how it works, more or less. So to decipher it, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one. Same diameter as the original one, huh? Yeah, then you just write the paper on that stick and you can read the code. Oh! Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom? So you wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 6... Ooh. 6, 3, 4 plus... Wait, you don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you? Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here. Maybe I should try it just in case. Turn the lights off. This feels like a cipher doc mate. Does it? LLR. LRL. Okay. Just like you thought, Shinpei. There's some more letters here showing up after the LLR. It uses a stick. Oh, true, true. It says LLR, RLL. Sorry, LRL. How does that even mean? Do I still have the bucket? I do not. Okay. Wait. Is this floating yet? Might float in water. Okay. Get a feeling it might still be useful for something else. Flow water can be controlled with these handles. Pump any water through the pipe on the right though. Do that, it'll start overflowing from the drain. Oh! Left, left, right. Left. Right. Left. I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything. The drain's acting up. What the hell did you do? Just mess with the valves a little. Nothing big. Must be water flowing through the pipe on the right. There's water pouring out of the drain. Blue key card. This is the symbol for Mercury. There was an elevator right outside the big hospital room. I think that same symbol was on the card reader next to it. That's right. Guess that means we're not supposed to use this card in this room. You really think so? I don't think maybe we need it for this room and for the elevator. Okay. It's a thermometer. Can you get it off? No. It's screwed onto the wall.
Hey, Junpei. You know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and the organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden.
Why does this sound like a threat?
It's like when you hard-boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg.
Why does it sound like a threat?
In other words, it's dead.
Santa? Sir, please.
That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Oh yeah?
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
I don't know what 107 Fahrenheit is in Celsius, but I'm gonna guess that it's 75.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna.
Is that a reference to Danganronpa?
Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
Everyone in these games stop being sus.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, I got it! Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about it.
What was that all about?
Was it just a reference to Danganronpa? Took the thermometer off. It says open at the bottom of the gauge. Wonder what it means. Maybe when it gets hot something will open? Okay, if we take this, we go here. If I can get this hot water on the thermometer, then maybe... Alright, thermometer, let's get this party started. Talks about ways to murder. Aha, yeah, that was fun. We had fun. Absolutely. That looks like that's doing the trick. There goes the gauge, and now it's at the open mark. Huh? It opened... What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here. Oh, 957 plus. $957 plus. That means you're supposed to add something to 957, doesn't it? Well, yeah, doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Problem is what to add. Considering that we got 634 and that's also a plus on it. Let's do it this way. So we've got 634 plus 957. You've now made another banner. Your hand is swiping right now, so you should stop. You should definitely stop, Rixie. Oh Oh. 6, 3, 4 plus 1, 8, 5 equals 819. Digital root of that is 9. Okay. We clear? So what if we add 9, 5, 7 to 1, 8, 5? That's 1,142. The digital root of that is 8. So are there 2 other numbers that I've got to find in here? Okay, I'll try the obvious one. Nothing happens when I press these buttons. Looks like the power's off. I'm wondering what the deal is with those things that say lock up there, though. Oh. The red light's on. Both the lights are on. Need to put in the password. Okay. Should be able to enter the password now. Okay. 1142. Okay. Is there something I've missed? Okay, what if I go this and I combine that? Because this says 957 plus. This says 634 plus. We came in, not locked, but it ain't really. Wait. What else can the broom be used for? Oh, I said I already checked them. What, you don't trust me? I said I checked them all. Okay. Don't need to mess with that anymore. Boiling hot water comes out of the shower. There ought to be a warning label or something. Tank where the red card was. Nothing here now. No more hot water. Can't flush it anymore. Thick pipe stretches across the floor. Okay, I may need a little bit of chat's help here. What if we add them together? So we get 634 plus 9, 5, 7 plus 1, 8, 5. All of them is 1776. The digital root of that is 3. So let's try 1776. Oh! That was it? That was it? Okay. Okay. The answer was so simple. Why am I so bad
There's
when
a
it comes
large
to
iron door at
numbers?
the end.
Let's take a look. Huh? What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So, I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting. Alright, let's go.
Jumpy, look!
What's up?
What's that on the wall there?
Oh, I think it...
The map.
A map of the ships...
It says seat.
So it's the map for...
Yeah.
We'll have time to study it.
Yeah, so we've got the map again.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
Yeah, it goes back into the hospital room.
What the...
You're shitting me. We're back.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus? What are you...
How could you do this to us?
Yeah.
Knock it off! We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
What?
Go have a look. I stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. So long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there too. Anyway, go take a look.
Wait, then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Fine, let's go.
My goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me.
Seems horrible to tell people to go look. Yeah, but otherwise they won't believe what we saw. To be honest with you. Clover especially. But now Clover's gonna see it. She's gonna snap, and she's gonna come after all of us.
I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Check the flow. Are we... Oh, okay, we're still here. Okay.
Should I go as well?
Yeah.
Very well.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the Ninth Man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up.
Oh, I'm moving my mouse with the wire of my, thing.
He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door, and then 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh?
I'm beginning to think. Hold on. Let me think. It's got to be at least 2. Otherwise it wouldn't open. Clover is 4. He was 2. And Ace is 1. So that's 7. That doesn't add up. What can you add to 2 To open door 3 with 3 people. You gotta make 12. The play screen is really nice. So you gotta make 12. Let's think. 12, take away 2 is 10. Which could leave 7 and 3. One and 9. If Ace has the ninth man's watch. Four and 6, which is June and Clover.
You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
We're number 5, so it definitely isn't us. June was with me. And to be fair, after that whole rabbit flashback scenario, it might be her and Clover.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could
Killer
be a
Animals'
killer.
child has never shown any long-term illnesses. You're wrong. It is one of 3 items in the homicidal triad.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Yep, and it's you.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Well, we know for sure that Ace is a murderer. We know for sure Clover is a murderer.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers.
Pikachu short face.
Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes, that is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes, almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Not really.
Good question.
He wanted us all to take part in this game, so unless Snake discovered something that led to the identity of who Zero is...
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Of course.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Was he one of them?
That's crazy. Isn't this ship going to sink in a few hours?
Can I check the flow now? Where am I? I'm still there.
If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger. Why the hell would he do something like that? There's no motive.
You don't believe me.
Clover,
Clover, I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us. But you have to understand. The more we distrust one another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap. Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
It's 3 in the morning.
Okay, has the flow changed? Oh, okay.
That means we have 3 hours.
Then we need to move now. 7. I know how you feel, but you do understand that we must go.
our next destination is... Here we go.
Okay, are we finally somewhere recognizable? No? Who died? Oh, Snake's dead. Now we're using the Mercury
that's
card.
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
Snake got exploded.
Now we can go.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
Time to head down then.
Isn't the bottom floor a library? Two.
This is a numbered door.
No shit.
Yeah, it's door 2.
So who should go through the door this time?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer?
I'll do it.
I'll go too.
So that's 5 and 7.
Then I suppose I need to go too then.
8.
All right, we're taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Jesus. You two are acting like you're married, you know that?
Oh,
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Guys. Everyone else is wearing their watches or their bracelets underneath their sleeves. Except Santa and June. They're wearing it above their sleeves. Doesn't it detect heart rate? Which would mean... So June is 6. Santa is 3. Which makes 9. And Ace is 1. Plus 2. That's the square root of 3.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
They're very suspicious right now.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it!
Oh, there it is! It's right there! It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Damn right.
All right. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
I'll try the one next to it.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
Okay. So I've completely skipped this and I've just gone here. So what if before I do any of the puzzle, I quickly go make the decision to do door 2 and then we move down. So I've unlocked this bit here. That feels smart to me.
One, two. Just double.
Yes.
We need to hurry.
Yeah. All right.
How do we skip it?
The first one says Ace requests door.
Yes, I.
No, we don't. Next is
Yeah.
Clover one.
There is...
No, there.
But
Just give it. Sound like
I am not...
barely.
So...
Okay,
Maybe.
so it looks like that
Nobody wants
snake
to-
dies every single time. Which is unfortunate.
Oh,
And I am sad about this.
June.
June one.
Yes.
So this. Ace. Set. Sink. The door I should choose. Okay, the last one. I want to go through. My choice.
Hey, wait, you cheating?
Cheating?
I'm.
How?
Let me.
Sure. I just have to. If the. Well.
All right, so we know to be me. The only.
June and I.
Clover.
That's not. We can't.
Why don't Santa and June go into door 1 with Ace?
Huh?
Well,
Then what will you do, Clover?
I'll be waiting at the stairs. You guys are coming back here, right? That's what 7 was saying.
We aren't. We might get. Otherwise, we won't be.
Oh, she's gonna go fucking
I'm sorry,
bonkers.
but I just want to be by myself for a while. You understand, right?
all right. I'm going through door 1. That all right with you, June?
Yes.
Well, we'll be going then.
Let's move 2.
Yeah.
Right. Let's...
I won't see June for a while, but this was my choice. I'm just going to have to suck it up. 7 said we'd all see each other again, and I'm going to believe that. The other group went to A deck to go through door 1.
This means she doesn't get the zero watch though. You're right, it does. Which means she's not gonna go on a crazy axe murdering spree.
Clover joined them. Our group is on our way too. We're heading to the bottom deck using the elevators. I wonder what we'll find out.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah, any...
I'll go first.
Okay, so it looks like it's the same characters going through
Let's
this
go.
door every time as well.
I don't see it!
There it is! It's right there!
Okay, all that did was change how the text appears on screen.
I'm not. We should. Alright. This hallway's pretty. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the.
But it's got a.
All right.
Yes.
All right,
I'll-
let's do this escape
I'll try the
room.
one next to it.
Well, I guess I.
All right, let's go. So they went through those 2 doors. Let's go through here. It's a bed. Light's barely enough to see by. I feel like I'm gonna see a ghost here or something. Like it, not a great one, but still. Nothing underneath. What's the deal with the lighting here? It's just this one beam of light. The rest of the place is too dark. I can't see anything. There's no way we can explore the rest of this room. Okay. Sink, no light shining on it. I'd be sure because it's so dark in here, but I don't think there's anything going on with this sink. Faucet is too hard to turn. Or it seems really high. It's so high it's kind of hard to see your reflection in it. Okay. Damn it, no matter how hard I pull on this damn thing, it won't budge. Guess I won't be opening this anytime soon. Doesn't look like it's got a keyhole, and it doesn't seem to be anything stopping it. How the hell am I supposed to open it? Somebody made some wavy blue lines in this mirror with blue paint. Is that a drawing of a blue scarf? No, maybe not. Sink is pretty unique. It's got a square drain, which seems a little weird to me. That is a bit weird. No knob on the faucet. There's no way we can get water out of it like this. If we can find a knob or something that'll work as one, then we should be able to get water to come out of this thing. Moon! Moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon. Pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, alright? Okay. Toilet is disgusting. You don't expect me to touch that thing, do you? You don't want to, I'll do it, alright? Alright. This toilet is vile. Unsurprisingly, Lotus refuses to go anywhere near it. It's just hanging from the wall. Now, if we're pulling the string, then it must be a toilet that flushes. It seems pretty odd. How the hell can you touch that? It's horrible. Not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to. A towel? Looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything though. Maybe we should consider what the design might be. Perhaps it'll give us a hint. Bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter. No kidding. If I try to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time. Not like you're that young anymore. That shouldn't really matter. My Junpei, aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous. I'm sorry, you're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy. What goes in a square hole? Get the fuck out of here. Ooh, look at that. There's nothing in the drawer. Yeah, something's not right though. Handle in the drawer doesn't really fit, you know. It just looks messy. Why don't you take it out? Oh, a mirror! There's a mirror on the other side of this drawer. Interesting. It's kind of an odd shape, and it looks like someone attached the handle with a screw after the fact. Nothing. The square hole is in timeout. Absolutely. Okay. Dirty blanket on the bed. This is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore. Can't say I'd want to sleep there. How's this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something? If I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water. It's a little tile in the drain. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there. I have to use our heads on this one. Let's figure this thing out. Looks like the water doesn't work. Doesn't matter how much 7 tons of thing the water's coming out. Has the water been shut off somewhere else? Spring at the bottom of the river. Yeah, I guess I could see that. Are you talking about that towel you've got? Yeah, I guess it does look a little like that thing on the mirror. Yeah, the spring on the towel has got to be indicating the picture on this mirror, and the mirror is indicating the sink, right? The picture looks like a spring with water, and the sink's all dried out. Which means that the water is coming from next room. What the hell? It's not opening. Something up with this drawer. I don't trust it. Yeah, it's got screws. We gotta find a screwdriver. Bunch of tiles on the door that spell out emergence. That means we need to emerge out of here? Is that it? Can we not go in? To emerge, to escape from here. We need to do some of these tiles to open the door. My immediate thought is Scrabble. I thought of that and I tried a couple things, but yeah, same result. Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. something I want to try. Oh yeah, we can probably use this mirror to reflect the light. I'm just gonna figure out where to reflect the light to. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine light on. I shine light on the mirror in the back. 4, 7. Okay, I'm running out of room on my notepad. 4, 7. I want True ending to be the MC in Nonary. True survive and sailing off into the sunset. If I shine light in this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. I see a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. Shine this light on the mirror in the back. Sun, moon. I get it. If I shine light on a mirror, symbols appear. Left side has a sun, moon, right has... Yeah, the left side is a sun and the right is a moon. I remember this. Let's see the sink lit up, I guess, but it shows... All it shows me is the pipe. I see a partition over there. Seems pretty pointless to bother examining it. Nothing special about this toilet paper. I don't really think I need to bother shining any light on it. Okay. Go back in here. Take this over here. No knob on the faucet. If I can find a replacement, that'd be sweet. Mirror on the back of the drawer and the handle is weird. Looks like the handle was attached with a screw. How design on the towel? Do you think it means anything? On the towel, looks like water is flowing from the river to the spring. Do you think that means we need to make water flow from here? Yes. Oops. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure what I have to do. I am not sure. Let's go back in here. Oops. The sun. This handle's pretty loose. Loose? You think you'll come off if you pull on it? Yoink! Fell off. Oh, look at this. The handle doesn't really fit on the string. Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it. Kind of looks a little bit like a silencer for a pistol, but yeah, we'll go with it. It's just like the sun symbol we saw in the dark room. Yeah, that's right. There was some kind of number hint there too. I think maybe the number was how many times we took a piss? No, it's gotta be how many times we flushed. Toilet's pretty nice to begin with, but the inside is even worse. Honestly, I'm amazed you can bring yourself to touch it. There's way nastier stuff out there in the world than a gross toilet. You're a real deep thinker, aren't you? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna touch the sink. No knob on a faucet. If I can find a replacement, that'd be sweet. So that's not for that. What if... Can I combine that with that? I'm not sure then. Take it back out. Back in here. Pair of screws screwed into the desk right on top of the drawer. Doesn't matter how old this thing is, we're gonna have a tough time when we just try and break it open. Probably gonna be a pain, but I think we need to figure out a way to get those screws off. Okay. So we still need a screwdriver. I haven't found a screwdriver or anything that can be a screwdriver. That's all we're gonna see there. Four, 7. Hold on a minute. Does the sun equal 4 and the moon equal 7? Why can't I use the light in any other way? Drawer doesn't open. I wonder if this is part of a puzzle. I am pile stuck in the drain. Are we gonna be able to pull it out? So this is what the moon symbol was pointing to, huh? They probably made it so that someone wouldn't trigger it by accident if that's the case. The only thing you can manipulate in this room is that strength. Chances are they made puzzles so someone can trigger it by accident. Okay, so the sun is 4 times. So... just keep pulling it. Third pull. Fourth pull. Did you just hear something? I did, but it doesn't look like anything's happened here. Wonder what that sound was. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seven. That's the sound again. It happens whenever I pull that string a couple of times. Junpei, did you hear something from the other room? The other room you mean from the dark room? Bingo. Okay. Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out. Get the feeling I shouldn't pull on it anymore? Doesn't sound like water. Oh, so it didn't light it up? So there's something happening in here. Is it the sink? We don't need the hint anymore. How about this? Aha! This drawer opens easily enough. We got tile. Bunch of weird lines on this tile. I don't get it. Maybe Seven or Lotus can help me out. And a second tile. Bunch of weird lines. Don't get it. Maybe they can help me out. Okay. Tiles we found tiles here are the same size. When I touched the tiles to the door, I felt something weird. Huh. I can move these tiles. And that means maybe if you swap the tiles we got with the tiles on the wall, something will happen. I suppose now we just need to figure out what the strange designs on these tiles mean. At any rate, we should look for all the tiles that are the same size. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit tired today. Let's keep going. We've got this. Can we use this yet? Can't do that. We haven't got a thing. Opposite sides of this wall. It's not just the sinks. Everything's opposite, like a mirror image. So that's normal if you're both using the same water pipes, right? Sinks are back to back with the wall separating them. We're in a river. We need to make water come from here somehow. I've got a handle. Hold on. Hole in one end, isn't there? That probably means something goes in it, wouldn't you say? The inside of this hole, you see it's threaded like you're supposed to screw something into it. Yeah? Tell with the river and spring. Looks like the design on the mirrors. Yeah. What is this tile for? Red, blue, grey, several lines in each colour. What does it mean? Guys, have you got any ideas? What was that noise? How many times did I pull this thing? Maybe I shouldn't pull it anymore. Chair for prisoners. Rusty, I don't think it's going to be a lot of help. Isn't that obvious? Look, I don't want to touch anything unless I have to. Lotus is not okay with this. Does she really not want to be in this room that bad? Chair's pretty old. If 7 sat on it, it'd probably break. You say something? Nothing at all. Okay. Got one here. Simple chair where the light doesn't shine. You can't shine the light in that area. Handle. This is where we got the tiles from. Still rooms that haven't been checked yet. I'm back here once I've done that. I've checked all the rooms! I don't know what you want from me! Is there something else in there? We took the drawer out, but nothing happened. Of course, there's no way you could hide a puzzle in something that small. I know, but still. Seems like they might try to... Huh, what's that? Looks like there's something. Huh? Looks like there's something in there. I'm gonna die. No, doesn't matter what angle I got at it from. I can't see anything in there. But it seems like there's something in there. You just said. Come on, Junpei. Don't be a bitch. Put your hand in. Okay. Where has a spring? Doesn't look like spring there. It's dry as a bone. Okay. Blown everyone up yet? No. Oh, it's kind of gross to be out. There's nothing suspicious about it. Okay. I'm looking for the top of this. Well, no, I'm not. Because that is on the box. Right there. I need a screw. I need a screwdriver to get the screw out. And I also need the screwdriver for other things as well. And I don't know where to get the screwdriver. The ceiling. The ceiling. So ceiling, I've seen a lot of ceilings in my sign. A lot of ceilings in my time. I'd say this one rates about 3. 3.5. Okay. And now I'm kind of stuck. And... Wait, what? Okay. I don't know. Where I'm supposed to go. Or what I'm supposed to do. There's still rooms I haven't checked yet. But I've checked all the rooms. I'm so lost. No light shining on it. Okay, I can check the bed. That's where I got the tiles from. I had to walk away for 10 minutes and you are lost. Makes sense. It really does. I get the feeling I shouldn't pull it anymore. Put his file. Bed looks cold. Looks even sadder without the pillow. So, still a terrible bed. Never sleep in a bed like that. I need help. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. Guys, please. I'm not allowed in this room. I need to make water come through here by going in here and turning this faucet. To turn this faucet, I need a screwdriver so that I can get the handle of this drawer off of the box, and also so I can open the thing. This is the hardest that I've done so far, because I've only got this area and I don't... What, door number 2? I've got as far as getting these 2 tiles and a handle, the towel and the center room drawer. I need a screwdriver to progress, and I don't know where to find a screwdriver. Because this is just like... nothing left in the desk. Why would there be? It told me something earlier that there was something in there. But it then says that he can't see anything in there. Okay. Remember the toilet roll? Yeah? Do you mean the one that doesn't have any toilet roll on it? I tried clicking on this earlier and I just assumed that it wasn't something that I could use. Thank you. Thank you, Jen. I was wandering around for about 10 minutes wondering how to fucking get a screwdriver. Thank you. Got the screws off. Now we can open the drawer. Nothing in here. Maybe the drawer's what we need. The drawer, huh? Alright, just yank the thing out. A desk drawer. Yep. There's a bump on the back. I wonder what it's for. There's a hole somewhere and these bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something. We've seen weirder stuff. Didn't seem that far-fetched. Alright, I know where that goes. I know where that goes. That goes in here. That goes right over here. In here. Sound like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. A tile. Da-na-na-na. Alright, so we've done that. Now we need to go into here and we need to combine this with this. And now we have a knob. Other than me. And we can get water. Fits the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on. What are you doing? Pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water. I can see that. I'm asking you why you're just letting it run like that. Think about it. This faucet didn't have a knob when we found it, right? What do you mean? Just watch. Anytime now. Water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged? Oops, let's turn it off now. Did anything change? The water stopped flowing. Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, alright? the drain clogged. It looks like a lot of water isn't draining out of the sink. Totally filled with water. Thought we could... Okay. Boom. The 3 red lines are on the top of the other ones. Okay.
What the? Hey, what's going on? Are you okay, man? You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
7.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
Is he okay?
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
What am I doing here?
Huh?
Eh?
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean. It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back.
Oh.
I think I've been here before.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi, Light, Nona.
What the hell was that?
Blue light. Grandma?
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't. That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort
Are
of
you talking
experiment?
about the laboratory?
They were trying to control people.
What?
Or something like that.
What?
What the hell are you talking about?
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names.
Eh?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I'm here. Huh. Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Is he a police officer?
Huh?
Wait, under this bed. The hole's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's gotta be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Okay. From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
Yeah. I was looking for that group of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago.
9 years ago?
You remember that, right? It was all over the news.
Yeah, I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age. They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why.
Why does it say 16 there, but he said 9?
It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them.
It was 16 kids 9 years ago. Oh, yeah. Wow, my brain's really not with it.
I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Is that Matt Mercer?
Yeah, that had to been it. That's why I went to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. The bags... There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed, and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying. But I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then... Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why you're dressed kind of like a fisherman.
Hey, what happened after that?
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too. Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Clearly because it was that traumatic.
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I don't know. I don't know if it was me. I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Huh?
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay? I really don't remember anything else.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. going by what he said, the children who had been kidnapped 9 years before, apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects.
Makes sense why there's a hospital room and a laboratory then.
Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop. I can't really use any of this information anyway. I didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago?
Because one of those kids is Zero? Is here?
And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that? I don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
I am sure we will find out in due time. Okay. Looks like we've investigated all the rooms. The only mystery left is that door. Let's crack that mystery then. We got 4 tiles. Bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall there. So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, that should open the door. There's only one way to find out. All of the tiles we've got are the same. Okay, you've got the obvious. Emerge. Merge. Green. Jen. Cram. I don't understand what the objective is. I've been told that I've got 4 tiles and I've got to replace 4 of the tiles already on the door. What I haven't been told is the goal. Normally when you're given something like this, you are told, oh, make it so you've still got a word. Or something like that. Four matching tiles, 4 matching letters. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was a classic case of overthinking. Did you just say something a lot? Does that mean we got it right? Looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. Convert that to hexadecimal. And oh my fucking... whoever invented hexadecimal, I hope they are rotting in the lowest pit of hell. That is all I want to say. Basically, the E's and emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, it gives up the answer. Do you really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Let's go. Genuinely hate hexadecimal. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
What is this place?
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now. Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this wouldn't be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
I already don't like this.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least. I'd rather not sit in it if I can avoid it.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
If that glass panel is filled with electric eels, I'm out.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
Looks like it is.
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think
That's a hand axe, really big mallet, a wrench, snips. Actually, they kind of look like secateurs rather than wire cutters. I don't know why, but they do. And a sickle?
No doubt about it.
You gotta
This
go
room's
bed,
dangerous.
Rixie? Okay, lovely. You go get some good rest. And I will speak to you tomorrow. No doubt about it, this room's
Let's make
dangerous.
our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the
Okay.
hell out of here. Come on.
Newt Newt, Rixie. Yeah. Something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. Adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. What? Shall follow. You can't keep your eyes open. That's fair enough. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this tonight, and I might just save it here. It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Maybe we just adjust the switches to match the blocks on the top, right? You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. We don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Yeah, okay. I don't like the fact that it's outlining ahead. Whenever you turn on one of these switches, more blocks show up on the screen, so I think you gotta figure out which buttons you have to press in order to get the screen to match the diagram. How to figure out what button does what. If you want to see how many blocks each switch adds, just turn on one switch. All of them are off, there aren't any blocks, right? And you can see how many each switch adds. Oh, I get it. Okay, so we'll come back to that later. There was a hole. It's just got a cover. I'm not gonna be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off of here. You see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't really think we need to bother with trying to open it. It's too dark to see anything. Huh? Did I see something shiny in there? Maybe. Alright. I can actually feel my brain start to shut down, and this feels like a very good place to just save it. So I'm gonna save it again because I am paranoid about that. And I will be going to bed because I'm very tired. So I'm gonna follow Rixie and Bora, and I am just gonna end my stream. Let's see, is anyone streaming right now that we can go and raid? No. No. Alright, you guys. Thanks for being here. This has been a lot of fun. You can see all the VODs for this game over on my secondary YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, you guys, bonus stream on Sunday. I'm keeping it a secret for what I'm gonna be doing. I will be revealing what I'm doing on Twitter on Sunday and revealing the time that the stream is as well. I'm very excited for it. I hope you guys enjoy what I'm cooking up for you guys to see. Yeah. Also have merch. And I also have Discord. Come join us in the Discord. We do a screenshot Sunday every week. This week the theme is for the color pink. I don't know what I'm doing for it because I'm an idiot and I set themes without actually planning it out. Anyway, I wish you all a good day, night, evening, whenever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next stream, which will be Sunday. So yeah, I love you all. Bye-bye.